first stop supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
You can't block me.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first two selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke up a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike, 54.
From the 36, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Mayfield to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
First down. Go. Go. 53. Mike, 53. Go. Watch it.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm here all day.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the second round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Mike. 380. Mike. Let him know. There. Let him know. 53. Check 53. Right here. 53 for Mike.
Now Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ed Dixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go. Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the Kings. Hey, watch that.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brother. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike.
A second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
57 to Mike. Point it right. There we go. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. You better be afraid of me.
Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
That's another Browns first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends are creating so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Mayfield now. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Carson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Space to maneuver at the 40. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
They run it with Carson. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Browns drive about to get started. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving the kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far.
They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now Callaway on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Hunt. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Mayfield from the gun on third. Being chased out left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
I'll go special. I'll go special. Watch twitch.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Reuben Foster in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, 89 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play.
I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost. Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Ready? One time. Tight end one. Hey, 40.
They'll run it again with Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set, 180. Hey, 133. Hurry. 54.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Fights through and now a crease. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Derrick Henry all alone. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run with Penny, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Got an open man, it's Ratley. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving and keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On third down, Mayfield. Able to find Harris complete. Well, partner, even